So Faz, your own journey, was it when you started powerlifting? What compelled you to do that?
So it's an interesting thing, isn't it? You look back when you're older at your motivation for doing things. And I've thought about that quite a lot. And my father passed away when I was 15. And I suspect part of that was it just somewhere in the back of my mind, wanting to feel strong and feel in control when I really didn't. So at the time, I mean, I've not really opened up about this, but it was quite a sad story, because I found out my father passed away and I was at home with my mother and my grandmother, like my mum's mum. And my brothers were either at university or at college and stuff like that. So it was a difficult time for me as a kid. Mother was just stricken with grief and she kept fainting through grief, and I had to sort of pick her up. And those early memories of having to pick up essentially like a lifeless body over and over again when you're 15 years old and you have no real physical capacity, it was excruciatingly tiring. And I just remember feeling very helpless. And I imagine, looking back now, I imagine a large part of that was my motivation to be in shape, be strong, be competent, be able for life, for my family, for myself. It's not something I actually connected. It's probably something I'm thinking about now as I'm older. But when you're younger, you don't necessarily think about these things, you just act. And so I just wanted to be strong. So it wasn't just the gym, it was actually trying to be strong. So I immediately found out I was pretty strong, which was nice. And within the first year of training, I had already done a 90 kilo bench, 190 kilo deadlift, and a 140 kilo squat within a year of touching weights. So,
and that was when you were 16, I'm assuming, or kind of
18.
18, wow, okay.
18, yeah.
So still growing as a lad, still getting taller and.
Yeah, so not amazing lifts, but certainly for like a year of training, pretty good.
You're probably 80 kilograms at the time, perhaps?
Yeah, 80.
So that's quite a feat.
Yeah, so I really enjoyed it, and I just love the community. I then got involved with all of my powerlifting friends who I'm still still in contact with, and it was nice to feel involved in the community when, as I kind of mentioned to you off air, we don't have a great deal of family in England, so it was nice to feel involved in the community, and that was sort of my second family. And it was just a great feeling to feel involved in something other than my university, my education, something else, something secret, which really spoke to me.
So, gosh, that is quite a story, Faz, and that's does explain some of the motivation, the intrinsic motivation, as well as the extrinsic motivation. And Jordan Peterson talks about this as well. Children growing up without fathers. In your case, it was a tragic event, but in many cases, it's either divorce or separation, where children, especially boys, grow up without a father figure.